Good morning, grade 4, and a warm welcome to the maths class. Well, children, we are doing measurements, right? Now, children, this is all what we completed, and this was yesterday what we were doing in the class during the Zoom class. Now, children, I'll quickly run through. Most of you have done it well and done it right. Okay, so I'll quickly just take 2 or 3 examples, right? So this is convert kilograms to grams. Okay, can you tell me, children, what's the unit? 1 kilogram is equal to how many grams? Yes, 1000 grams, correct? So now let's convert. Let me take from the textbook only. Okay, 0.62. So we take 0.62. Okay. What are we doing, children? We are converting kilograms to grams, right? So now it is 0.62. We need to convert it into grams. What's the measure, children? 1 kilogram is equal to 1000 grams. So we'll multiply it by 1000. So we multiply this by 1000. Now, children, look here. When you multiply it by 1000, straight away what we have done this, children, multiplication by 10, 100 and 1000. What do we do when you have to when you multiply it by 1000? We just add 3 zeros. You remember, children, the property of multiplication by 10, 100 and 1000. 10 is 1 0, 100 is 2 zeros, 1000 is 3 zeros. So this you get. Just add 62 and then just put 3 zeros. Now, children, look here very carefully. Notice, children, please notice here. Okay. You have how many decimal numbers, children? 2 decimal numbers. Okay. From the right, 2 decimal numbers. So what should we do? Okay. So we should put 2 decimal to the right. So just copy the answer as it is. And now you add 2 decimals. Now, children, I'm using another pen so that you may see. Just add here. Okay. So now what's your answer? 620 grams. Got it? Okay, now let's take another sum. 8.7. What are we doing? Kilograms to grams. So I'll multiply it by 100. I'll multiply it by 1000. Why? Because 1 kg is equal to 1000 grams. Now, what's the property, children, when you multiply it by 1000? Just add the 0. 8, 7 and then 3 zeros. Children, at this step, you just ignore the decimal. Okay? Now, look carefully now, children. Please look carefully now. What did you notice? We have one number. Children, we have one number. Okay? One number decimal to the right. So, one number decimal, I will put my decimal here. Did you see? So, what's my answer? So, that is equal to 8700. Okay? So, that's 8 kg, 700 grams. Right? Okay, now you want me to take another one? So, this page is clear. Most of you have done, you have sent me. Any examples, children, from here? Okay, let's take one. How about this one, 0.47. 0.47. By what I will multiply? 1000. Right? 1000. How many zeros? 3 zeros. 47, 0, 0, 0. Children, now you should be quick. Okay, now children, now you tell me how many decimals. Notice how many decimals you have to the right? 2, correct? So just copy it again and now you put your decimal point. 2 from the right. So it's here, correct? So my answer is, got it? So I think, children, you can do this. You could even multiply, children, the long way, but I know now you're quick, so there's no need. If you want to, you could do it. See, you just, if you want to cross check, this will be the next line. You put an X or you put a 0. So this will be 8 into 1000. That will also give you 8000. So you get here 87000. Now 1 decimal. Okay. So 1 decimal is here. So can you see your answer? 8700. Check and check here. Correct? Okay. Now this page, children, you have to tick mark the measure. Now children, the capacity of a juice box. Now we are not in a classroom, children. If you go to Big Bazaar and all, you see you have a big juice box also, a small one also. So some of you have put milliliters, some of you have put liters. It's okay. Okay, now the capacity of a measuring cup. If your mummy is baking cake or if you have this measure cup, you would see it in the kitchen. Now a pitcher is what? The thirsty crow. Okay, so that's more. So that will be in liters. A pitcher is like, a big earthen pot. Now mug is something small. Swimming pool again is big. So go for the greater measurement. Right? So this page I think you can complete. Now let's move to the next page. Well children, after this, now let's move to the next page. That's 180. Children, I think there is some problem in my book. See, it's 177 and then I have 180. I don't know if this is a mistake or there's an error. Okay, if there's any page missing, children, please do let me know, because I haven't received any homework from this page. So just let me know if it is so. Okay. So children, I am on page 180. That's page 180, exercise 117. One pencil crayon weighs 9 grams. What is the weight of a box of 8 pencil crayons? Now children, this sum is similar to the ratio sum we have done here. Remember bracelet, apples and this chicken breast, right? So we have to use the same method. So let's just solve this. How would we solve this? What's the two things, children, which we are comparing? I'll do it in the notebook. What are the two things we are comparing? Please read. Pencil and weight. Okay. So pencil and weight. So one pencil, and then what do you have? One pencil is 9. The weight is 9 grams. See your children. Now we have to find of 8 pencils. When we don't know, what do we put? X or a question mark. Now this children, cross multiply. 1 into x is equal to 9 into 8. So 1x is equal to 9 8s are. Children, 9 8s are. Come on. 8 into 9 to say your 8 times table. Yes? 8 9s are 8 8s are 64. 8 9s are 72. Okay. So x is equal to 72 grams. Don't forget your unit. Children, 72, because this 1 comes here 1. Okay. That will be divided 72 upon 1, and then when you divide 1 divide by any number, so you get the same number. Okay, now move to the next sum. 8 pieces of cardboard weighs 48 grams. What is the weight of one piece of cardboard? Yes, what will I compare, children, now? Come on. Cardboard and What? Weight. Yes. It is, what is this? 8 pieces of cardboard weigh 48 grams. So 8 weighs 48 grams. So you want to find the, what is the weight of one cardboard? Again cross multiply. Children, you want me to do this or you can do it? I think you should be able to do it. This 8 into x and 48 into 1. Right? Can you do it? Yes or no? Do it. Let me see. I think you should do it. Okay, the next one. A glue piece weighs 57 grams and a stapler weighs 126 grams, heavier than the glue stick. Children, read this carefully. What is it saying? A glue stick weighs 57 grams and a stapler weighs 126 grams, heavier than the glue stick. What is the weight of the stapler? Children, see a heavier. Look out for keywords. Look out for keywords. So what you have to do, children, here? What's the operation which you're going to do? Yes, multiplication, addition, subtraction, division. What are you going to do here? You will add. Right? So 126. You will add how much? 57. This you can do? Yes, I think you can do this. Okay, the fourth one. Children, first you read the fourth sum. Please read it. Read it. Ashley's backpack weighs 2.2 kg and Jack's backpack weighs 2405 gram. Whose backpack is lighter? Now children, first you see what they are comparing. Are the units equal? Children, to compare you always need equal units. Now here it is kg and gram. So what we need to do first? We have to bring it to the like units. We need to bring it to the like units. This is your fourth sum. Correct? So you have 2.2 kg and you have 2405 grams. So we need to convert it. So I will convert this, okay? 2.2 into, I am converting it into grams, children. 1 kg is 1000 grams. That's the reason why I multiplied by 1000. So just now we did, no children, when you multiply, what do you do? So it will be 2200. Just put as many zeros. That's the property of multiplication. When you multiply by 1000, you just you just put the zeros. Okay, now after you have done that, again you will write. But now children, notice there is a decimal. There is one decimal here to the right. Let me use another pen. So you put a 0 here. Okay. So that means this 0 gets, let me just move the book. Sorry children. I think now you can see. Okay. I repeat again. Kg to gram. That's the reason why you multiplied by 1000. Okay. So you just add the zeros when you are multiplying. Now why you have put this decimal here? Because there is one decimal here. Notice that there is one decimal here to the right. So you get your answer as 2200 grams. Can you see this? It is 2200 grams. Now you have equal units, children. This you have changed. You have converted. Okay, this is what we have done is conversion. 200 grams and this is 2405 grams. Now is it equal? Now are the units equal? Yes, now you can compare. Who is this, children? This is Ashley. Don't forget. Write the names here. This is Ashley. And who is this? This is Jack. Now what will you do, children? To know whose bag is lighter, you will subtract. Right? Okay. So now let's move to the next page. Well children, let's move to the next page, that is on page 181. 181 and it's exercise 118. A juice box contains 230 ml of juice and a bottle of juice contains 960 ml. How much more juice is there in the bottle compared to the box? Children, see the unit ml and ml. Very simple. What you are going to do here? How much more? So you need to subtract. It is direct sum, children. Always when you minus, what do? Greater number by a smaller number. Okay, you need a greater number on top, then only you can subtract. So be careful when you are subtracting. And the units are same. So there is no conversion. Simple. Okay, now how about this children? There is a picture with 1.5 liter of fruit punch. If each paper cup holds 300 ml of punch, how much cup can the pitcher fill up? Children, first you need to know the meaning of pitcher. What's a pitcher? It's like a pot. You know the thirsty crow. Okay. Children, if you're confused now, what you can do is you can visualize. You can just draw. Okay. What you can do is you draw this picture. Okay. So this is your picture. And that has how much? 1.5 liters. Okay. This is 1.5 liters. And now what they are saying, each cup holds 300 ml. So that means in one cup you have 300 ml. So how many cups can the pitcher fill? So that means from this you have to pour in the cups. So how many cups will you need? So what will you do children? Now if you see children, here it is liters and milliliters. See? Liters and milliliters. So it's not equal. The units are not equal. You need to convert them. So first let's convert this 1.5 into milliliters. That is how much? 1000. Correct? So you multiply by 1000. What did I tell you when you multiply? Just put the zeros. Now notice here children, 1 0 to the right. So you put your decimal here and then 0. So your answer is what? 1500 ml. Now the unit is ml. Right? Right children? Okay. Now what you will do? 300 ml. So now can you divide children? Here you need to divide. Children, look at what operations you need to do. Where it is addition, where it is subtraction. So you have 1500 on 300. So first you cancel the zeros straight away. And this when you cancel, when you divide, it is 5. So you get 5 ml. Correct? Is it correct children? 5 ml? Is it 5 ml? It is 5 cups. See here. How many cups can the pitcher fill up? Okay, so this is 5 cups, not ml. Okay, now read the next sum. Bernice made 750 ml of gravy to go with her 5 kg turkey. Wow. The capacity of the gravy dish is 540 ml. How much gravy will be left in the pot after Bernice fills up the gravy dish? Now children, as I said, you could, visualize, so you could draw this. So what has she done? She has prepared gravy. Okay, so she has prepared a gravy. So let's take something huge. How much she has prepared? 950 ml. Correct? And she has a serving dish. Okay, read this sentence again children. She has a serving dish. The serving dish is small. Okay, so this holds 540 ml. So how much gravy will be left in the pot after Bernice fills up the gravy dish? That means from here children, she has to pour into this. So this is simple. What operation will you do here? From here she has to pour into this. Okay. Will you do anything to this unit, children, over here? 5 kg turkey. Children, you need to understand the language. Please read it and understand what you need to do. Okay. I think you should be able to do this. From this, she has so much of gravy, she has to pour into this dish, and this dish holds only 540. Right? Think what you will have to do. Think. How about this, children? A water bottle has a capacity of 1.5 liter. Emily did not know that there was a crack at the bottom of the bottle and filled up the bottle. Later she found out only 1.5 liters of water was in the bottle. How much water leaked out from the bottle? Children, here they have told us answer in milliliters. Read here. They want their answer in milliliters. So what you are going to do? So what you can do, children, is you can subtract straight away. This is the fourth one. Or you want to convert it first. Let's try both ways. So 1.8 liters. Okay, 1.3 because it was spilled, correct? She didn't know what it was a leak. So you get 8 minus 3 is 5. So you get 0.5 liters. So now you convert this, children. 0.5 into 1000. Why 1000? Why 1000, children? 1 liter is? Yes. So as I said, we just have to add the zeros. Now children, see the decimal. Notice the decimal is 1 to the right. So here, so your answer is 500. They want the answers in milliliters. Correct? Or you could convert it first. 1.8 you convert this, children. Can you do this directly? 1.8 into 1000. So you get how much? 1, 8 and then 3 zeros. Correct? Now because there's a decimal here, this decimal and this decimal goes. So you get 1800 milliliters. Now same way you convert, children. 1300. So you get 1.3. If you convert, you get, sorry, this will be 5. Okay, this will be 5. I'll write again so as you're not confused. So 180 ml less 1300 ml. It's 13. That was my mistake. Okay, that's 1.3 liters. So you minus it, you will get 500 ml. So see, your answers are correct, children. Both the ways. You can do either this way or that way. So answer is correct.